Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Shalev and Humphrey. We're here for our third installment, or part 3 of our novel study. And we are reading The Trouble with Chickens by Doreen Cronin. Our story is about this dog right here. His name is JJ Tully. It's a little hard to see, sorry. And here is the chicken Dirt, he is instructing, and then in the background you can see Moosh. Moosh is the mama chicken. All 3 out of her 4 chickens have been taken by Vince the Funnel, who is a inside dog and at the farm, and JJ Tully is a search and rescue outside dog, and he's in retirement. And Vince the Funnel, I read him in a deeper voice when I'm reading him, so you know that that's him. JJ Tully just sounds like my normal voice, and he is helping Dirt figure out how they're going to get inside the house and save the baby chicks. What JJ Tully doesn't know, dramatic irony, we know. That means the audience knows something that the main character does not. Dramatic irony here is that Vince is setting a trap for JJ Tully. The chickens, he's not necessarily intending to harm them. He's just trying to get JJ Tully inside the house because they don't like each other. So that's kind of where we are at this point. JJ Tully, the main character, is teaching Dirt how to go inside and be a rescue chicken, per se. And so that's where we're going to start. All right. Chapter 13, Rehearsal. Search and rescue dogs are a rare breed. We have to be half strength, half perseverance, and half obedience. Do your own math, tough guy. I'm making a point here. If you don't have the good sense to follow orders, you are about as useful on a search and rescue mission as a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I wasn't sure what Dirt was made of, but I had seen her follow her sister Sugar around and do whatever she was told. If there was going to be a search and rescue chicken, Dirt was it. If there was ever a mutt, a dog, who could train a rescue chicken, it was me. I had about 1 hour to teach a baby bird what had taken me and every other working dog I know more than 2 years of training to learn. Luckily, we had plenty of chicken feed. Turns out, I'm a natural. I used a stick in the dirt floor of the doghouse to draw a diagram of what I had seen of the layout of the house. It looked something like this. It's a little hard to see, but there's the diagram. I was going to go straight up the front steps and cause a distraction. When Dirt heard Vince barking, she was going to run in through the doggy door and made a mad dash for the couch. The funnel made it impossible for Vince to get into small spaces. Remember, because he's wearing a funnel around his neck. The cone of shame. Once Dirt was under the couch, she would be safe long enough to catch her breath. Her mission was to look for any sign of her siblings and then get out. Dirt was paying close attention. Moosh did the same. We went over it a dozen times. Every time Dirt repeated my instructions back to me, she got a paw full of chicken feed. Her instructions were run, hide, breathe. Run, hide, breathe. Watch, run. I call it RHBWR, but it's hard to pronounce. We practiced RHBWR for an hour. Well, an hour in dog times, which is 7 hours in people time, which translates into 43 hours in chicken time. It was a long time. Moosh didn't interfere. That's when I knew something was up. Interference was Moosh's middle name. I was about to send her chicken to a strange house with an angry dog, and she had nothing to say. I was so busy being a search and rescue teacher of the year that I didn't realize who the actual student was. I thought I was training Dirt, but I had actually trained Moosh. She stuck around just long enough to learn what she needed to know, and then she used Dirt to distract me while she snuck off off to do the plan. Run, hide, breathe, watch, run. I had no idea how long she had been gone. Chapter 14, all in the timing. This is from Vince's point of view. Chicken Mom crashed through the donkey door looking for a fight. For once, I was actually grateful for the funnel. It saved my ears some nasty pecks. Relax, Mom, I said. They're all here. We've been expecting you. I nodded towards the couch. I couldn't tell the chicks apart unless they opened their mouth, which they did now, peeping like crazy. I told them to keep their mouths shut. And here's Vince, the funnel dog, and Moosh and the baby chicks. I'm not leaving here without them, she said. I don't want you or your chicks, I said. I want your big friend outside. JJ? Asked Chicken Mom. Whatever for? I got as close to her face as I could. What do you care? I asked. She didn't flinch. She was one tough bird. She just wanted her chicks back and wanted out. I had to get her to trust me. Before I could say another word, I heard Hero Dog coming up the back steps. If I were you, Chicken Mom, I warned, I'd get out of the way. Chapter 15, Covered in Dirt. Vince was going to be on Moosh's tail the moment she got inside, and she was too big to fit under the couch. This wasn't a search anymore. This was a rescue. Rescue is where I belong. Sometimes there's a plan, and sometimes there's only adrenaline, and sometimes adrenaline is all you need. Adrenaline is what makes your body speed up when you're kind of afraid of something or excited about something. That's what adrenaline is. So he's got all this adrenaline going, ready to save Moosh. It was just a short sprint over the yard to get to the back door. The grass was slippery and cool under my feet. I was off so fast, I couldn't have changed my mind if I wanted to. Dirt held onto my collar as I barreled through the damp yard, up the steps, and straight through the doggy door. A bad feeling went through me like a shiver. The walls were a dingy blur as we slid down the long hallway. I cleared the couch, but the room was too short. I dug my nails into the small, flowery carpet. The rug carried me like a sled. Dirt was as good as scrambled egg if she slammed into the wall. I flipped my head back and threw her off. At that moment, I realized what the bad shiver was all about. Vince should have been barking the moment Moosh came through the door, but I hadn't heard a bark out of Vince for hours. It was the last thing I remembered before everything went black. Dun, dun, dun. And here is Vince, the tunnel, right there, kind of hard to see. Vince, the tunnel, JJ Tully knocked out, and the chickens, to kind of give you an idea. So everything has gone black. Vince is knocked out. Not Vince, sorry. JJ Tully is knocked out. Vince is standing over him, and he comes rushing through the door, and he realizes that there's been no barking. And we know, using dramatic irony, that means that Vince has figured out how to get Moosh to probably work for him. Vince has been doing this all just to get JJ Tully, not to hurt the chickens. And so in our next part, we're going to see how that happens and what changes and where the story goes from here. But for now, I'm going to have to leave you with a dun 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 and a cliffhanger, and we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. So tune in, like and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, and we'll finish more tomorrow.